acceptable face. So, hi everyone. I am one of the hosts. I'm Kate Minniti. I'm a PhD student, PhD candidate. Oh my God. When did that happen? Years ago. And I am an archaeologist, a classicist, a gamer, whatever, an agent of chaos. And I will have zero control for this time, but I'm here with opinions and expertise and things. And we're going to have Alex, who's going to introduce himself, commanding everything.
Yeah, so I will be playing the game. I'm Alexander Vandewalle. I'm currently a PhD student at the University of Antwerp and Ghent University in Belgium, and my research topic is ancient Greco-Roman characters in video games. So this game is right up my alley. And I've also constructed a database of video games in antiquity. That's called Bytezoman. And I'm sure someone will put the link in the chat to that. It's
Lauren put the links in the chat.
It's
Thank you.
So it's a work in progress database that currently houses, I think, 315 games set in either ancient Greece or Rome. We also recently had some blog posts published on there, which I'm really proud of. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. And I will further work to try to defrost Terra in OBS.
Who can also introduce herself now.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara Mulder. I'm a professor of classics at the University of British Columbia. Kate got me in here, and I'm not a gamer, but I'm excited to check out this game. And yeah, you'll just have to put up with my my derp face, I guess.
All good. We're trying to sort it out. So I think we can start. We will be zigzagging through Tartarus. If you tune in for these live streams, you will get puns. That's a promise, a threat. Take it however you want. Now I see myself twice. That's excellent.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I know you're
maybe
trying to.
it works. Would it work now?
It might work. Would it work? I don't know. Tara, turn on the video. Let's see which dirty face you got stuck.
Oh, now it's my. Wait. Now it's my.
Yeah, you need to find her again. Wow, we're off to a great start.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smile permanently.
Okay.
So
okay. Get plaster that smile. So just to give you some context here, so this game is a dungeon run, which means that there are no fixed levels, and you can die. Basically, it's actually built so that you die, and then you have to start again and get boons and power-ups and whatnots to get to the end.
Okay.
There is a plot, and everything is based more or less on Greek mythology, but it's not like a level-based platform game or like in arcs like in other games. So we'll see how that works. Wow, now everyone is frozen. This is excellent.
Is it?
Well, yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Is everyone frozen?
Oh, I see myself frozen, but it's a very flattering pose, so I'm good with that.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Should we? Fine. It's a roguelike game. Thank you,
Should
Megan,
we just start?
From the chat. Yeah, started.
All right.
Who cares?
So I'll try a new run. So yeah, let's see where the game brings us.
Yeah, exactly.
And if the audio is not good, let us know so we can.
Yeah.
Few tales are told of Hades.
We'll see.
Whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us.
Okay.
Of the
In the chat, someone is saying this is the patriarchy
because
only the guy is not frozen.
I'm sorry. Was not my intention.
Okay. Well, I mean, is it not?
So we basically had a brief narration that starts the game. And I think that's interesting to begin with, because like the entire game is like framed as a myth within the game. So it's like this guy, let me tell you a story, and he tells you the story of the myth, which I think is interesting. And because everybody will be playing this game differently, there's already like thousands versions of that myth. And I just noticed that my keybinds are not set correctly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my pose is excellent. So Have we? No, he still hasn't told us who he is.
He hasn't told us
So
who he
let's
is,
start.
no.
Let's start with the discourse that everyone wants to hear. No, the pants are wrong. No pants in ancient Greece. We are in this house. We are strongly against pants. In this house, we support towels and skirts, but no pants in ancient games. You know, there's a whole discourse that we will have when we play Curse of the Pharaohs. But unfortunately, we couldn't have a man in a skirt running around.
So
I do love this first scenario.
yeah,
It
so
is.
right now we are in Tartarus, and we're trying to, escape it for reasons that will be revealed later. And so let's go to the next room, and we see here like this shield, yeah, object, and you might already have an idea of who is behind this door.
I mean,
Is it
yeah,
Tartarus?
It is the Hell of Hell.
Um,
So we have some enemies to fight, and so like I haven't played this game from the beginning in a while, so I hope I don't die immediately.
So in the meantime, what is Tartarus?
So yeah, Tartarus is like the one of the depths of hell of the underworld in Greek mythology, and it's where the worst people go. As will there will also be other versions of other regions of hell that we visit, but this is one where we start.
Oh, is it because you have to start at the bottom and then work your way up?
Yeah,
Sort of?
exactly.
You start at the very bottom of hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
So I guess I assume we're going to meet titans and whatnots and 100 hands and all of that. Aren't they like the one? No, the 100 hands are free.
The
From
100
Tartarus, for like the worst ones. The worst
So wait,
giants.
So the 100
what
hand.
he?
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna add some context to Tartarus here.
Please.
So
Yeah.
what Hesiod tells us about Tartarus, and he's one of our earliest sources for it, is that it's the same distance from Earth as heaven is above Earth. So if you were to drop an anvil from heaven, from Uranus,
Who among us?
down
Who
to
among
Earth,
us doesn't have an anvil to drop?
and if it were to fall for 9 days and 9 nights, it would hit Earth, and then if it were to fall for an additional 9 days and 9 nights, it would hit Tartarus.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
he's got our hero has a long way to go here.
Yeah.
That's a cyclops.
And I saw
That is a
someone in the
cyclops
chat,
on the
yeah,
wall.
pointing out there's a cyclops on the wall, which is a bit weird because there are no cyclopes throughout the game. Like we won't see any others except for like in the general background. But we got this boon here, so let's accept it.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the
Oh,
name of
there we
Hades,
go.
Yeah.
I accept this message.
Okay. Okay, so our protagonist is Zagreus. I am enchanted by the choice. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, wow. Look at her.
Yeah, so
That's
we have
amazing.
Athena, who's giving us our first boon, and she looks amazing. I think like she looks like the Athena Parthenos. I think like with the shield and the helmet and everything. She also has an owl, which
That looks like a fantastic steampunk owl.
yeah.
Also a very practical armor.
Yeah.
We don't have the cleavage hole that you usually get for female armors. Oh,
True.
she's really cool. Oh my
Yeah.
god, look at the crest.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Also a noble cousin. So I am assuming we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Are we going with who Zagreus is?
Well,
Or
Do you want to say no?
I mean,
Yeah, it's an
you know.
interesting choice.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Tell us
Yeah.
about Zagreus. Tara, tell us about Zagreus. That's why we have you here, so you can do the exposition while someone does the slashing, and I don't know. I just juggle with things.
Well, yeah. So my understanding of Zagreus is that he is the son of Persephone and Zeus.
Yeah.
Actually, in most of the mythological traditions.
Thank you.
So Zeus approaches Persephone, who's the queen of the underworld, of course, and married to Hades. Approaches her in the form of a serpent, what the ancient Greeks would have called a dragon, but was really just a snake with like weird teeth. And the out of their union comes Zagreus, who is the first form of Dionysus. And then he gets dismembered by the Titans.
Oops.
And then put back together by Zeus and re-emerges as the Dionysus that we know. So he's a very early figure, and he's actually like kind of tangential to the main mythological tradition, I would say. Like he comes up in the Orphic tradition more so than Hesiod and Homer and the sources that we usually look at for myth.
Right. Is he the one who's also called the Hunter, the Great Hunter? Or did I imagine that? Because I read it somewhere, but I don't remember if it was Tumblr or if it was a mythology book.
I don't know about any associations with hunting. I think he tends to be associated with like transformation and of course resurrection. And he's one of the only gods who holds the thunderbolts of Zeus.
Right. Oh, so someone in the chat is asking, is Dionysus linked to Horus? Well, you're in luck. I am an Egyptologist. Also an Egyptologist, among other things. Not necessarily. So the link between Dionysus and Horus is like one of those weird ones that have become like popular culture, but it doesn't really appear in mythology. Because like neither of them was like born on December 25th and reborn and all that. Horus is never killed and reborn. The Greek deity to whom to whom Horus is associated is Apollo, because Horus is a solar deity. He literally has like a burp head and like a sun disk on his head. And he is the avenger of his father. He's a slayer of monsters, so he's definitely more Apollo than Dionysus. Also because in Egypt, Dionysus, having been killed and reborn, is more associated with Osiris. And then, oh, right, I see the thing now. Yes, so Dionysus is Osiris. It's like a reborn ruler of the underworld. The difference is that Osiris remains in the underworld because he's like dead, dismembered, and like at a certain point of decomposition, which is why he's green. Dionysus is like on Earth, like having the time of his life and partying and all of that. So yes, that is the question. I'm sorry, I saw like the chat is going lower. So but yes, that is the answer. What are we doing? What is that?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
So this is a piece of darkness, as the game says it. So this is what you'll use eventually to level up your skills, to get stronger, basically. Because when you die, I mean, you want to return a little bit stronger than the time you went before. So yeah, I was just taking care of these. And
are these supposed to be the giants here? Is that what these are?
Not really. So the game, like the monsters that you fight, are not actually real mythological monsters. Like
they do look like giants though, because they're right. Their lower half is in the earth.
They do.
Right.
They do. Yeah, that's true. But like that's one of the things I also want to talk about is like usually what you have in these games is like you fight hordes of minotaurs and hordes of like Cerberuses or something like that. Like in Immortals Phoenix Rising, you have these same monsters every single time. This game like doesn't really do that. Like those monsters, like the Minotaur, they are still their same individual self instead of being like typified into one specific like type of enemy. So they basically like reinvented monsters for this game, I think. Like they did their own thing. Like you also saw some floating skulls, I think, which we don't know from antiquity. Like they do their own thing with that. Like I don't know what we'll see here, because every chamber, and this is like also important to mention, is random. Like it's I mean, it's not completely like auto-generated, but you never know what is going to end up on the other side of that door.
Oh, so you're not running through a consistent map every time.
No. Yeah, so it's procedurally generated. Like you never know which enemies are showing up after the door, except for like the bosses. Like those you can tell. And I'm getting like these are so annoying.
Oh wow, those are scary.
Yeah, these are louts, I think they're called.
Why are they blonde? Are they blonde? Am I seeing blondes when blondes don't exist? I don't know.
Yeah,
It
good
could be.
question.
I mean, wouldn't put it,
Oh.
wouldn't put it past myself.
Oh.
So someone in the chat says they have a degree in anthro and the passion is Hellenistic Mediterranean. Fun fact, my first MA thesis was on Hellenistic terracotta productions from Naucratis and southern Italy. So I had a good grasp of the Hellenistic Mediterranean. Also a big fan of the Kingdom of Pergamon, right? A kingdom that starts when someone runs away with the booty. Fantastic. Like, count me in. Sign me up for that. I'm a fan. So yes, not mythology, but one day when we'll have coins to talk about, we can talk about Hellenistic Mediterranean. What are those spheres on the wall?
You mean the shining?
The orbs.
Yeah, the orbs.
Yes.
Like, so this is here we can choose which room we go to. Like if we go to the right, like this is a centaur heart, it's called. So this gives you more health. This, on the other hand, will give you another divine boon, like you meet another different god. So I don't know which one you, both of you would like to see.
Ooh, let's meet a god.
Let's meet a god.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's hope I don't die before we see him. But
I mean,
because
if we die, we're already in Tartarus, so who
that's true.
cares?
All right. I'm definitely gonna die here because there's so many.
Oh my god, yeah, the health is low. Oh god.
Yeah. Right now, I just at the beginning of the game, like I have no powers or anything. I'm
you
gonna
have
do
to
my
build that
best.
up, okay.
Where did
No,
I
I
put
see.
the thing?
I see that we have like vases to break.
Yeah.
As an archaeologist, I know I should be sad about breaking vases, but actually sometimes I wish I could smash them. So,
That's such a like theme in games and antiquity. Like if you see a vase, you can break it, and it will give you like coins or anything.
yeah, Zelda has taught that to the
Yeah.
people of my generation.
Exactly.
So.
All right.
Smash the pots. Oh, who are
All
we
right.
meeting?
So we'll meet. Let's see who we'll meet.
Sailor Moon. No.
Having a good time. Well, sure. In the name of Hades,
Glue them back together.
send this
Okay.
message.
And we are meeting.
Reverie people having a good time? Oh my god, are we meeting?
Yeah.
Is that
Man, how's it
Is that
going?
him?
You have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been
Is
saving
that
you
the
Oh,
Dionysus.
Life a little sweeter for you.
Wow, it's a little
Yeah.
meeting his future self kind of thing here.
Yeah. Basically.
Great!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's true. That's true.
And so like we
Okay.
see the the grapes and the ivy and also the staff he's holding, it's like the thyrsus. Like there's a great Twitter thread on specifically Dionysus by Kira Jones, who she like discusses the entire depiction of Dionysus in this game. And also like in the left down left corner, there's this Cantaros cup, which is also associated with Dionysus, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's he
yes.
holding in his hand? What's giving off those fumes?
I think
that's
it's
in
like
his hand there?
I think it's like a sort of cup as well. Like
It's a shot.
it's a shot, yeah. Maybe, yeah. So he's like, yeah, he calls you Zach, like and he says that we've been saving you a spot, so he wants Zagreus to come to the other Greek gods, but he wants to. It gives us a boon as well, and like Dionysus's boons, like all of the boons are like associated with the powers of that god. Like earlier we saw Athena, and she allowed us to deflect attacks, so she's like a guardian. She gives you some sort of shield. But like with Dionysus, you get hangover as an effect. So like for 4 seconds, every character you hit with a hangover, they will keep taking additional damage. So they're like put in some sort of like trance, I can say. Like they have this lasting effect, just like you would if you would go to one of the Dionysus parties.
Would you say that they are on the sauce?
Maybe, yeah.
And they are, yeah.
And-
Also, I need to be pedantic. That is a Kulix and not a Cantaros.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna see
sorry.
myself out.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, I was
No.
like,
Yeah.
is that not? I'm an ass.
It's
I'm
been
sorry,
it's been a long
but
time since I rehearsed my Greek cups, but you know.
It's okay.
So for this
It's
one,
fine.
let's see which one we'll maybe This
That'd be
one
fun.
causes
Yeah.
extra damage, but we are also already low on health, so maybe we should take this one. Or we can do this one, and this one will give us
That would
one
actually help.
nectar. And nectar will allow us to create a bond with the characters, like with the gods or with other non-god characters. So maybe we'll
Premium vintage.
maybe maybe we'll take this one for now. Like,
Leave it to a cup of wine to liven things up.
and it also gave us a little bit of health. Like,
Why not?
all right, so now we can go to another Dionysus one, or you can do this one, and I guess you'll already be able to tell which god or goddess this is. So maybe we
Wait,
should go
that
this
one?
way.
Is that a bow?
That's an
Is
arrow.
that a bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I have ideas.
All
I
right.
have great expectations.
Let's go here.
I have excellent expectations. Also, I'm pleased to see that someone did their homework because nectar is what the gods drink and eat.
Yeah.
They don't eat mortal food. They have nectar and ambrosia, which is this
Yeah. So
divine stuff, sustenance that they need to eat. And if you eat it, then you're immortal. You can become an immortal. That's the Odyssey telling us. But Odysseus, of course, refuses because he wants to grow old with his wife after cheating on her for a whole 10 years. But you know, we believe in romance. In this house, we believe in romance.
yeah. So how it works, like with the characters, like you give them nectar up to a certain point, and if you want to continue your bond with them, you have to give them ambrosia as well. But it's much
Wow.
harder to come across ambrosia than it is to than to get nectar in the game.
So they really did the homework.
Yeah.
What are these
Yeah. These are like
snail?
they're like
bombers.
skeletons with who are throwing bombs at you.
Oh my god, they have a solar crown.
Oh, they do.
They
yeah,
have the
right.
yes, yes.
I'm trying not to die so we can see Artemis, but
Well, let's.
I got one of them. So
Okay, that works.
Yeah,
They're really angry.
There seems to be quite an amalgamation of different mythological and religious traditions in this construction of Hades, right?
yeah.
But this sort of like, would that solar crown be kind of an Egyptian influence?
It looks very Hellenistic to me. So
Oh, okay.
yes, Hellenistic, but also like Egyptian, but like also like Hellenized, I would say.
Sure.
Because like we know that the Ptolemies have that, and also the Seleucids will have that on their in their coins. You can see this. But yeah, the first one that comes to my mind is like Ptolemy II on that famous gold coin. He has this very unflattering profile and this very unflattering, crown of rays. All right. Oh, so are we gonna meet the
Yeah.
woman, the legend,
We
the
are.
goddess herself?
Several, really.
I'm very
There's a-
excited.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, several, really? Yeah, that's fair.
Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so
Ooh,
you too.
Oh, okay.
interesting.
Yeah. So she's got the
love it.
arrows and the bow, and there's some. I don't know which bird that is specifically, but yeah, some bird. Like it's a very woodland, like depiction of her, I'd say.
Chat says quails. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do we have an ornithologist in the chat?
Like,
I do like the headdress with the antlers and the moon thing. So
Yeah.
I knew that Sailor Moon would come back to haunt us somehow.
She looks
I
like
really
she's
like it.
bathed in moonlight.
yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Like there's like
you
with
are
the,
right.
with the necklace as well. Like she has the moon twice on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the colors of the forest because huntress, because my mazes. I like this a lot. Look at her.
So let's see.
I'm not like all others.
So let's see what boons she will give us. And also like these boons are also all random. Like you don't know which ones you'll get. Like every god has like I don't know how many, maybe like 8 or 10 different boons that they can give. But like you only get to choose 3 at any given point. So and they're all like they have different like depending on their rarity they have different
Colors.
yeah
Ooh.
yeah. So
So
let's
does it go
see.
rare, epic?
Yeah, this one is like more rare to come by than the other ones. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
maybe pick the true shot one because it seems like that's a good one. 10% extra
Yeah.
critical damage, like more
Crit, yeah.
powerful. Like maybe do this one.
The power of the hunt sounds
Yeah,
like a company to
I
keep.
think that would
Now we
work.
can see which kind of boons we already have. So we got a mix of Athena, Dionysus, and Artemis at this point, which I think is a good, a good mix.
Well, I mean, depends.
Numbskulls.
In some temples, they may have worshipped Athena and Dionysus together, but don't tell people.
No.
It's a working hypothesis for a few temples in Sicily.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I
I
don't
like
believe
to
a word
teach
of that.
those two gods together when I teach myth because I call them the gender benders.
Oh,
Athena
yeah.
is kind of a masculine female god, and Dionysus is kind of a feminine male god. Though actually, I was kind of surprised at how masculine they made him look in this game. Usually, he's got sort of a more like effeminate kind of twink quality to him.
That's true. He's a twink. Although in the earliest representation of Dionysus that we have, he's like a very serious looking dude with a long beard. And usually
That's the Zagreus depiction. That's like
Oh.
how people divide it out. Like Zagreus is that earlier Dionysus who came from the east, and he's got the beard, and he looks older and more distinguished. And then the new reborn Dionysus is the fresh-faced, effeminate Dionysus.
So he's reborn as a twink. I mean,
Yes.
we should all be so
yes.
lucky. But yeah, no, but that's cool. That's cool. And you can actually like pinpoint the moment where that happens in art, because like from one phase to another, you're like, who's that? And in sculpture especially, if you think like the Praxiteles sculpture of Hermes with baby Dionysus, and he's like a teeny one, so he's just born. But yeah, I think it's in the Francois vase. There's bearded Dionysus with a giant wine amphora on his shoulders, and he's the only one who's staring at the audience. He's the only one that's frontal because being drunk and the eyes and all of that. You're supposed to feel uneasy and fairly drunk when you look at Dionysus. So I think that the boon that makes you hungover makes sense.
Exactly. So right now we have the choice to either go for more money, but we already have quite a lot of money. We have 207 obol coins, as they're called, or we can go spend our money here, and we'll meet another character. So it's up to you.
Meet another character. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah. All right.
It's
Oh,
good.
you're getting
So-
into that. Good.
So, and the person we're spending our money with in the underworld is, of course, Charon, the ferryman.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't really speak. Like, he only says like stuff like this, like this. No, like he doesn't say anything. But he's holding like an oar for the boat that he's like for the ferry.
Yeah. This is what I would expect. This looks good.
This is Charon. I'm getting Sensei Gold Saints vibes from his armor, chestplate, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also the hat.
Yeah.
We've moved from Tartarus to Texas, basically. I like it though.
Yeah. No,
I
true.
like his gold coins there around in
Yeah.
his necklace, right? He's very rich because everybody has to pay him to cross over the river
Yeah.
Styx into
You know,
the
he's
underworld.
got the blings. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can.
So what
Oh, wait.
what
I'm
can
sorry.
we buy?
My own
Yeah,
business,
wait.
taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale?
Mate.
And I'll just have a look around.
So we can buy more darkness, so more which we can use to level up. We can buy another Artemis boon, or we can buy some more health. So
What do we need to go forward?
yeah, I mean we can use the health, but if you want to see another Artemis, I don't know if she'll be here because it's just in the store. We can definitely already go for the darkness because we have enough money for either of those. So I'll go for the Artemis one because we're gonna die eventually, so the health doesn't really
Okay,
make any.
so might as well.
Yeah. So we can get more critical with our special attack. Let's go for the
Fire.
Uh,
Pressure point.
yeah, maybe
Huh.
this one. No, maybe.
Yeah, Deadly Flourish.
Yeah, I think this
Looks
one is the
nice.
best. Yeah.
20%. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We have 2 health points left, so if we
So we
if we
might as well. I mean,
survive this,
we are going to die, but
yeah,
that's okay.
no, it's the point of the game. So
I like all these shades floating around here. These ghost figures.
yeah, so they're yeah, these are the shades that will you'll also see later after we die. So they're the souls of yeah.
We are going to die.
We are. The next room we're gonna die. And like you see his boat as well, like with all of the hands sticking out. And after a certain point in the game, I don't know exactly when, but you get a fishing rod and you can start fishing in these rivers. So it's like, yeah, it's a bit of a weird mechanic, but it's there.
That's fair. Someone from chat is asking, the underworld was also considered rich because that's where all the gems and shiny metals came from. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And that's why Hades is also called Plutos, which means
Yeah.
the wealthy one.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing for souls. I need to make the joke. Plenty of fish.
Oh. That was close.
But like
Does the
this.
river of sticks exist? Wow, that sounds like a philosophical question.
I died.
I mean, on Earth,
Oh, you died. How
I
interesting.
died.
Okay.
Yeah.
well.
It had to happen
So
sometime.
there's no actual river Styx, but there are several entrances to the underworld.
Home.
There are
Oh,
close
I
to.
see. Okay,
You
I
know?
understand the
Carry on,
question now.
everyone. Don't mind
Yeah.
me.
There are like close to round bodies of water that are in very unsavory places because there were volcanoes, and like they were like filled with water, and you know they're usually, or there's still volcanic activity, so you get the sulfur, you get the smoke, you get the things, and so in ancient times people would go, maybe that's an entrance to the underworld. There are several in like central Italy. There's one in next to Hierapolis, I think. There's an Oracle of the Dead. There was a very famous Oracle of the Dead in Epirus, which is west of Greece, in the Necromantian of Ephyra, but they're still looking for it. So yeah, there were entrances, and there was also a terrifying oracle in Greece in which you would get into a hole in the ground feet first, get in, inhale the fumes, speak with the demon Trophonius, and then go out and be absolutely bonked. But yeah, so you can try to get in, but there's no guarantee that you'll come out with your wits still functioning. Yeah,
People
weird.
still go into that, Kate, today? Do you know?
The mouth of Trophonius, I hope not. I mean, some of us have other ways of getting high now. There are more, less dangerous ways of getting high. I don't think the geothermal activity is still working. It's
Okay.
there's like seismic activities and all of that. Same for Delphi. I mean, the Pythia was probably inhaling fumes that were coming out of the earth, and that's why she was making weird noises. And sometimes, if the presence of the god was too strong, she would choke and die. We know that it happened at least once, and that you could quote unquote smell the presence of the god. But then again, you know, seismic activity and everything else has closed the gaps from which these fumes would come out. I don't even know how I got here. I just wanted to talk about psychotropic things. But yeah.
So we are in the house of.
Still in Tartarus?
Yeah, so we
here,
are
or have
in
we
the house of Hades. So we died in Tartarus, so now we go back to the house of Hades, and we see the shades here lining up. But we'll be greeted by this character who was sleeping because
Welcome to the House of
Who that?
he is
I know you.
Oh.
Guess that means you
Hypnos.
died out there, huh?
Oh.
Sad though. Pretty much everybody dies.
Oh my god.
So
Amazing.
he is like the guy who greets everyone at the front door when they die. Like he says, "Welcome to the House of Hades," but he realizes that, oh yeah, I know this guy. It's Zagreus.
Some of us more than others.
He's amazing, by
Yes.
the way. He's very fun. But if we go further, we see lord.
He's
of
got the bad
underworld.
hair. I love it.
Yeah.
Because
True.
of course, in Virgil, sleep and death are brothers, right? They're siblings.
Yeah.
They're
Exactly.
twins.
True. And so
I
here
see a pupper.
we have the three-headed dog, which is of course,
Oh,
There's
and
a
you
good boy.
oh.
and you can pet him.
Oh,
Although
oh
you
my god.
although you can only
Oh.
pet like the one head, like you can't ever like go this way and then like, pet the other ones. Like it's only the same, like the one head that you can pet. But you
That's
can do
always the
it.
same head.
But you can do it like endlessly. And
Oh.
like there's even an achievement on Steam, I think, like it's pet Cerberus 10 times or something, which is what like the quickest achievement I ever had. And you can talk to him as well.
Infernal
But he-
Is that
yeah.
Hades there?
Yeah,
At
it's
the
Hades
desk, or is-
right next to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
When he's
bureaucracy.
doing paperwork?
Deepest melancholy.
Exactly. Like in here, like
Things for me,
like
I'd
like
take you if I could.
the House of Hades is like conceived as like an office kind of thing. Like it's like there's a administrative chamber and there's a lounge where you can have something to eat or to drink and stuff like that. Like it's yeah.
Don't
it's
need anything.
No.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Now we can
All right.
talk to Hades as well.
Stupid boy.
Okay.
I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of
He's
my domain?
Yep.
he's thick.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
very strong.
He's yeah.
And like
stupid.
his beard, like it sort of resembles like the coins that we saw earlier, but it's like inverted, and I think it's like a reference to the spear he always holds, like not a trident, but like two, like, do you call that a bident in English? I don't know. Like
The thing, yeah. The
Yeah.
thing with two prongs.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
So
what
I
you
think
call we have an English speaking person here. We have a person whose whose first language is English, and that's not me.
I don't know.
like
the thing.
it would
I've never heard the term Bident, but
Yeah.
let's go with it. That
I
sounds
mean-
good.
if not, then it was coined here. But he's also like he has this skeleton, like a skull on his shoulder. He's wearing like emeralds or rubies. So it's
yeah,
very
and
like he's the
sapphires.
he's like
Oh.
the king.
He's very big. Look at how
Yeah.
big he is compared to Zagreus.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
yeah, that's true. And so he's
Yeah.
asking like you know, what was it like, you know, destroying my my kingdom?
Oh, it is a
Sorry.
Biden. Thank
My
you.
ransacking was
Oh,
a-
really?
Thank you for
Okay.
asking.
Oh,
nice.
great.
Yeah.
So I'll
Okay.
just be on
So
my
we
way then.
so our English is good. We can
Yeah.
English well. Good. Excellent. Greetings, father.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's supposed to
Father?
be the son of Hades here?
Yeah, in this game, Zagreus is the son of Hades, and yeah, I won't reveal who his mother is just yet. But so he is the son of Hades, and I think in literature
Oh, wait,
there's
his mother's not Persephone?
well, yeah, she is, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no,
I was ready
But
to
like-
yell.
but you
Is he
don't
adopted?
but you don't know this yet at this point in the game. Like it's like
Oh, sorry.
no,
Sorry,
it's
but
fine.
we know
It's fine.
because
We
know,
called
because-
we called spoiler alert at the beginning.
Yeah,
no,
exactly,
like like I can just say right now, like at this point in the game, like you don't know Persephone is the mother of Zagreus because it's actually Nyx, the goddess of the night, who has actually been taking care of him. And
Oh.
so
He doesn't know who his mother is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
um,
So this is very interesting, actually, because sometimes Hades is called chthonic Zeus.
yeah.
So Zeus of the earth or Zeus of the underworld. There's some versions of the Greek mythological tradition where they're like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and I think like
Yeah.
in literature, there's only I came across one instance where Zagreus is described as the son of Hades, and it's like in I think it was a lost tragedy by Aeschylus, Sisyphus the runaway, I think it is, and there, like in one of the fragments that are left from that tragedy, I think Sisyphus calls or implies that Zagreus is the son of Hades. So there is kind of maybe like a mythological or literary like parallel to that, but I'm
Okay.
not sure to what extent that the developers of this game knew of that. Of that parallel specifically.
I mean, it could also be like a little bit. We could go into a conspiracy theory here, where like Hades thinks that he's the father of Zagreus, but it's really Zeus.
But actually,
which would make sense because Hades is always kind of resentful and jealous of Zeus because Zeus gets to be the ruler of the heavens and the universe. He's the ruler of gods and men, and Hades got stuck with the underworld. So there could be like. Yeah, I mean, we could go real deep with this if we want to.
Yeah, exactly. And
yes,
actually,
there's also like the weird disturbing point that Persephone is Zeus's daughter.
Yeah.
There is that as well that we.
We need to contend there is some, right? We also need to.
I mean,
make
like
point.
the uncle niece situation between Hades and Persephone is terrible in its own right, but the father-daughter thing just is a whole nother level.
Yeah, and especially like the father who disguises as a snake to rape the daughter. Let's not use seduce. It's it's icky. So many questions. Anyways, the game.
Beyond the way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go. See for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So Zagreus is trying to like escape the other world and reach the surface, like to go back to the main world.
Why? I mean, do we know why? Are we supposed to get to know why later?
We will know later. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can say because we already kind of touched upon it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Should I say?
Yes.
So basically, it's because like you want to get to know your mother. You want to get to know Persephone. So you're trying to get back to the Earth because Persephone, she ran away from Hades, from the underworld.
Oh, I like that. So just yeah.
So it's like
that's actually refreshing because a lot of the modern takes on the Hades Persephone story are that it's a romance.
Exactly. Yeah. But here it's like she's given the agency that she didn't get in the stories of myth. Like she's also always like things are happening to her, but here she decides to leave the underworld by her, and she's able to. So, but let's see who else we can meet.
You have come home. Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time.
Oh, hello.
With the goddess Athena.
Oh, I'm interested.
Be true to her word.
Yes,
so
I'm
this
sold.
is Nyx. And she's wearing like we saw that the darkness tears like earlier that would give you like as she's wearing them like on her forehead and on her like as a necklace. So it's like she is the dark. She is the night. And she also has like moons on her shoulders. And
she has the hair has the starlight in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is such a cool design.
Yeah, like overall.
I was about to say, this is giving me Queen of the Night vibes, and then I realized, well, yeah, she's literally the night. So,
yeah. So
yes,
like
I'll take Mozart and go away. So.
like the design of this game, like the way the characters look, like it's amazing. Like they're so beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and I also like that she's wearing like a sort of kind of Greek-looking crown, like diadem on top of her hair.
Yeah.
The bangs, whatever. I have issues with bangs, but the diadem looks like something that you would see, especially like the bottom part. Looks like something that you would see like on ancient Greek goddesses' heads. Sometimes. Not all the times. Also, I like the shoulder pads. I think they're, they work. They do it for me.
So she says, "Do not despair, child." So you get the sense, that she's his mother, or at least adoptive mother at this point. And then she's kind of like talking to the player as well. Like such setbacks are inevitable. You'll die like time and time again in this game, but you can't really do much about it except get stronger and spend more time on it. So let's see what Zagreus says.
I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
So here...
I took a risk?
Yeah, so she's actually... Nyx has been trying to contact the other gods to help Zagreus escape. And that is risky for her, because if Hades knows of that, then she'll be in a lot of trouble.
So Hades is like a bureaucrat, but he doesn't know what's going on in his own house.
Yeah, he doesn't know everything. Like the other gods can still go behind his back, I guess.
Oh,
Are we understood?
I mean that checks for Greek mythology.
Yeah. Exactly.
Trying to mess with one another. I expect the dionysus will evolve themselves in this eventually. Okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, also reveal to them no more than they already know. Yes, trust your family, but not too much. I can see that. Yeah.
Yes.
I understand the feeling.
All right, then maybe let's go to the left side of the palace and let's see who we'll meet there.
You've returned.
And we see this character here who's wielding a spear.
Good to see you, lad. Despite the circumstances.
Okay.
Remember your training out there.
Oh my god, it's him!
Yeah, it's
him. Oh.
So here's Achilles.
I see him.
So he's like very warlike, like with the bracers and with the spear. He's also he has a symbol again, like with the coin on his shoulder, like with like it's. But I said earlier, like it's like Hades' beard, like upside down. But what I think is interesting here is that he's called like every character has an epithet in the game, and he's called a forgotten hero. So
who forgot him?
So I can't like I played the game, but I can't remember exactly why or if they ever explained this. But it's interesting because in the Iliad, this is his main dilemma. Like, does he want a short but glorious life that everyone remembers him for, or does he want to die in old age and be forgotten by everyone?
Right.
So
he looks older than I would expect him to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that related?
Yeah, that's a good I don't remember specifically. Like and also like there is a side quest with another character associated with Achilles, Patroclus near, but it's much farther in the game. But there is, I mean, at this point you can sort of believe that it's implied, at least here, that he chose the other way.
Fascinating.
So, yeah. So he says, remember your training out there. So you get the idea that he trains Zagreus to fight, which is, I mean, like if you want to be trained in martial arts, I think you can't go any better than Achilles.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
Also, excellent that everyone is wearing braces for which we have no archaeological record.
Exactly.
Ever. You don't need to wear braces. You have a shield.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
You don't need them. Like no one needs them. Or like the leather like bracelets. Like you don't need those. We have no record of that. They're not in art. Like I blame 1950s Italian sword and sandal movies for that. Like I'm taking full responsibility for this statement, but I think it's their fault.
So here we have like a tiny museum, actually, like there's some sort of like a brief underworld exhibit, you could say.
House of Hades.
Underworld exhibit.
Lavishly appointed layer.
What, like, do we know what the artifacts on display are?
Not specifically, I think.
I like the vases.
Yeah, the vases are very beautiful. Like you almost feel bad for destroying them every time you go and try to escape. Yeah. And so with these doors, they're still locked, so we will have to unlock these doors at another time in the game. But we still have like our nectar to give away. So who did you guys like best?
Ooh.
Like who should we give the nectar to?
Wait, so what are our options?
So we can give it to.
You should go with Athena.
Oh no, it has to be someone here, or we can wait. You know, if we try to escape again and we come across Athena, we can give it to her. But we don't know for sure that we'll see her the next time we escape. So if we if you wanna spend it here, we can give it to Achilles or Hypnos or maybe Cerberus. Yeah, Cerberus or Nyx. I don't think we can give it to Hades. Oh, we can give it to Hades.
Maybe.
But
maybe Cerberus.
You want to give it to
seems
Cerberus?
like a good
Yeah.
ally to have. Yeah.
All right, let's give it to Cerberus.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, so I'll give it to Cerberus.
Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives his gift, another.
Also, he's wearing this Cerberus decoration as a shoulder pad. He's giving you something.
He's giving us something.
What do you have in your mouth? Open your mouth.
And we got a keepsake from him, which we'll be able to see in a minute.
Oh, nice.
But let's go this way now. And this is Zagreus's room. This is where he lives and sleeps. And he's got this big mirror. And if we look in that mirror, there's a mirror of night, so it's Nyx that gives it to us. We can spend our darkness that we got earlier and get stronger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I think we should
Chronic
go.
vitality.
Yeah. So that one gives us a little bit of health every time we go to a new room, like 1 health or up to 3 or 4 maximum, I think. I really like Death Defiance though, so it's like every time you die, you get 50% of your health back, which is really cool. So I think we should give it to that one first.
Right.
And then we can do Chthonic Vitality or Shadow Presence, which gives us bonus damage if we backstab someone with our sword. Like, it gives us bonus damage.
I'm very much in favor of backstabbing people.
You want to backstab them? Alright, so let's go with Shadow Presence.
Yeah. Also, no mirrors that big until much later in history. Much later in history. And no books either.
No, yeah, the books.
Scrolls, yes.
Yeah,
books?
here are some scrolls as well.
I'm surprised by all these skeletons too. These skulls.
Yeah.
That's not what I usually think of when I think of the ancient Greek Hades.
Is that like a Gorgon skeleton with like skeleton snakes?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Like,
Good call.
That is something.
Like, I don't know if we'll meet her today, but there's one character, a very nice character, is called Dusa. So it's not actually Medusa, but it's like and she looks like a floating Gorgon head. So it's like it's amazing. She's really nice. Like, you get the sense that she has kind of a crush on Zagreus. Like, she's very shy, and every time we talk to her, she like kind of floats away, and it's very funny. But yeah, they're definitely skulls, and I think like they went into like a more general area, like they use general like death iconography, like with the skulls and all the candles everywhere, and the skeleton and the bones and everything. Like they're but I mean I really like the style of it all. Like, it looks amazing. Like,
you know what I really like is that
it's a good choice. Yeah.
It's a wealthy house.
Yeah, exactly. It's
a wealthy, you know, it's not a humble mansion. It's like, we have all the wealth of the underworld, and we're gonna use it. Nice quilted duvet, also not a Greek bed, but you know.
Yeah, we could try to sleep.
I like that his room is messy. He's like a teenager. Or something,
right?
Exactly.
And
what is that glowing thing? That dot?
So that is like something where the narrator tells you something.
Chambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his role as master of the house.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So this is part of the family drama. He is a teenager. Yeah. I guess you'd say like an eternal teenager or something, because it's, you know, mythological.
Right. Oh my god. Oh, so you can sleep and then like wake up.
Yeah.
And restart the run.
No, you can't actually sleep. Like, if you. Oh wait, something is happening with the game. I'm seeing things I do.
Did it crash?
No, it didn't. Okay. It loaded for a while.
Okay.
Like, I saw like a blue
I was
circle.
concerned.
Me too. Like, if you try to sleep, he says things like, you know, I'll sleep when I'm dead, which is funny. But like, I mean, at certain points you can sleep, and then you see like a flashback, which is like one of his dreams. But we can't do that already. We can't do that now. And we see here there's like this shiny cabinet. And if we go in there, we can see the keepsakes that we have, and as you can see, there's a lot of them that you can collect. But now we already got one. We already got Cerberus one, and the Cerberus one gives us 25 extra health, so it's actually a very good one.
Nice, nice, good boy.
It's a good.
I knew that was a good choice.
Yeah. So let's use this one because we can't use any other one.
That's fair.
So we also have a key, which means we can unlock this bow. There's other weapons that you can use. Now we're using the sword, Stickius, it's called, the sword. There's a spear, also like a bident again. Like, it's.
There we go. We have the bident.
the
well,
bident.
if he's
Like, there's a shield which really makes you look like Captain America. Like you throw the shield like constantly, and it's like it magically like flies back into your hand. There's a bow, and these ones, yeah, these are
window there.
are a little bit more obscure, and we'll find out later. But maybe yeah, we can try the bow this time.
Yeah.
I quite like it.
Sure. Also, didn't we get the boon from Artemis?
Let's steal some.
Oh yeah, but so like the boon that you, all the boons that you get, like they are erased when you die. So every time you go out again, like you can get different configuration, but you can never tell like which boons you will get because it's all random. Like next time we can, it could be a run where we don't see Artemis or Athena, for example.
So you can have a different build.
Yeah, exactly. Like depending on what you get. And so here we have another character that we can talk to.
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
This is Skelly, and he's like the training dummy. He's the one where you can test your weapons on if you want to try them.
That doesn't feel okay.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Don't remember having your appearance.
Oh my God.
They're really going with the bureaucracy here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand.
Yeah.
Just try and beat it out of me.
I feel the pain. Rattosauruses. Oh my God.
So, so if you want, we can try out the bow, but I know how it works, so let's not hurt Skelly if we don't have to.
No,
so,
we really don't have to.
So, let's try to do another escape run.
Hi, everyone.
Maybe we did everything we could here,
Okay.
and let's see which
Yeah.
characters
go.
we see this time. So we start off where we started last time, and we immediately see like this boon here, but it's got a thunderbolt on it, so we know this is.
I'm assuming this is uncle / father
Yeah.
I accept this message.
/ grandfather.
Exactly.
Oh God.
I mean, you know what?
And he's not so much as called in quite some
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the Zeus I can get behind.
you on your journey. Have my blessing.
It's like yeah.
He looks really cool, like with the thunderbolt off behind his ears. Like,
Yeah.
he looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really cool.
And so he's saying like you will have a better home where you belong here on Olympus, and he's gonna give you his blessing as well. Like so we can choose which boon we want from him, and all of them they do like lightning damage or like chain damage. Like you can get like if you hit someone, it will do like lightning bolts for other characters, to other enemies.
So
I
you
think.
can chain it.
Yeah, yeah, you can chain it. Let's see. I think this one will be electric shot will be the most the best one. Like that will give us some chain damage. So let's use this.
Yes, please.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd see
Oh,
the day.
those guys again.
Or night, whenever.
See, and now we can attack.
Oh,
them.
the blondes.
Yeah, the blondes. the louts.
Why are they blonde?
So we have another shiny
Composed
orb
of
here.
such innumerable
Oh,
and
nice.
ever-shifting, interlocking chambers.
Breaking
The underworld
all the
of
shit?
Lord
Okay.
Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain.
Oh, so it is by design that it's like random and convoluted.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a really
And labyrinth.
nice way, like to like to sort of marry the concept of the underworld to like the roguelike mechanic or the genre of games, because like you're constantly how do I say this? Like it's always different, and you can expect sort of expect that a place like the underworld would be sort of like a labyrinth, like you said. And actually, before they went with this theme for the game, they actually wanted to create a game called Minos. So they wanted to initially their idea was to have Theseus as the main protagonist, and the game would then be him trying to break out of the labyrinth with the Minotaur. But then they went with this because they wanted a more, I think they said likable character, because they then Theseus. which is what I
I
read.
was about to say,
Yeah.
yes. We all hate Theseus. Everyone who has read mythology
Yeah.
hates Theseus for good reasons.
Um,
Isn't he the protagonist of the oh no, that's Perseus of the Percy Jackson stories
yeah,
that all the students are reading.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the youth. Yeah. Yeah, I mean
I like this
Perseus.
so I was just gonna say I like the way this game is set up though, because the topography of the underworld is always really unclear. I always have my students asking me like, where are all these different parts of the underworld? Where are the Elysian Fields? Where's Tartarus? Where's the House of Hades? The Isles of the Blessed, and it's not clear. Nobody lays it out clearly. So I like this idea that it's just ever shifting, and you really can't get a grip on how they lie in relation to one another.
That's true. Like I don't think we get like a description of the underworld. Well, I mean, from what we have left until like Virgil describes the underworld when Aeneas goes there, right? Like we have like
images
places,
of it on
names,
vase paintings, but
few.
we don't get.
But yeah, we don't get like the map laid out for us.
Exactly. Virgil's the first one to try to attempt a sort of map of the underworld.
Yeah, because like even the Isles of the Blast, it's like, oh yeah, they're yonder. They're that way.
No, actually, it's not strictly true because we kind of get a little bit of an attempt in Plato with his myth of Earth.
Oh yeah.
Right? We get a sort of
true.
Here's how one soul travels through the underworld and then comes back again in a reincarnation.
Oh yeah, right. And here are the rivers from which they are. That is also a very bureaucracy-heavy underworld. Plato's in the myth of Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of resonances with that myth here, actually.
So,
are we gonna see the cave?
the final level is try to break out of the cave. So we can go for more money again, but I think it's more interesting to see which character is here. So let's go
see.
This
Yeah,
way.
let's see people. We are here for the people, not for the
Exactly.
coin.
Is that a heart?
It's a heart.
I wonder who we're going to get. Well, surprise.
So like these enemies again, like they're not actual Greek mythological beings. So they're like general enemies that they wanted to use. But thanks to Zeus, we now got that chain damage, which is really doing wonders in rooms like these. But we can't get it back. No.
Oh yeah. Popo.
All right. So let's see.
I like that they're all wearing they're all yielding giant spiked clubs for reasons.
Exactly.
Oh, we're gonna meet Aphrodite.
That must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen.
Oh,
and
boy.
so
Oh.
I've
Yeah.
decided to
Okay.
take you
Yes.
for the moment.
Yes.
Are you interested?
Yes. Please.
So yeah. What can we say about her appearance? Like, I mean,
Great outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, she got pink hair. Like, you could say that, but I mean.
Yeah, and she has a lot of jewelry, which is very very fair. Like Aphrodite always has her jewelry. Like even when you have like naked statues of her, or naked statuettes, or naked everything, she's always bedecked in jewels and other blings, which is great because then there's the whole relationship between the jewels and and seduction and alluring, the alluring
You're right.
charm
The
of wearing
beret
things.
is very interesting. What do you think of that beret, Kate?
Well, I'm no.
I mean, to me it looks Native American.
Right, I thought that, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it, but yes, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
It's not something that we see. Like the bracelets That's fine. That's on the hair like that. I'm not. Yeah, more Aztec. Yeah,
Totally. Yeah.
Yes, chat. The colors too. It looks like turquoise. Which is probably hello Adam again in chat. Yeah, it looks like turquoise, which is not. I mean, it's not something that Greeks would have used. The Egyptians would have used some if they could get their hands on it, or like make faience to imitate stones and other things. That I can see, but not that really. Yeah, questionable choice. Oh man, they could have had like we have so many cool representations of Aphrodite with all sort of crowns and diadems and tiaras and everything. They could have taken like literally any vase on in existence and got one of those.
I think this is the oddest one. This is the oddest one because the nudity is also very strange too, to me. We don't see her nude until much later.
Until the 1st century. That's true.
Yeah.
And when that happened, it was a scandal also because how do you call it, urban legend that Praxiteles actually modeled the body of his statue of Aphrodite on the body of a prostitute. And so how dare you also showing a goddess naked? I mean, oh, how dare you? But
I don't hate it. It's just very.
I don't hate it. It's just
yeah.
No, I mean, I'm props to them for like giving us a naked Aphrodite, because if she is the goddess of let's dispel the myth, right? It's not just the goddess of love; she's also the goddess of sex. So she's clearly a fertility goddess. So she needs to be undressed. If you want to go for a more Hellenistic approach. I'm not convinced by the head jewelry. Everything else is fine. The head jewelry is questionable. It's something like Cher would have worn, in her war bonnet days, probably. But yeah, could have had something a bit more Greek.
That's true.
Also, she is flirty, which is something I appreciate.
So let's see what she'll offer us. Like all of her abilities, like they confer either weak, as we have 3 choices here, or they can also inflict charm. And I think charm is more rare to come by, but if you get it, you can. If you hit an enemy with it, that enemy will start fighting for you for a small period of time. Like they're kind of like charmed by you, and it doesn't do that much damage, but it's a fun way of having Aphrodite in the game.
Yeah, please get it.
But we don't have it here. Like we only have the one with weak here. So maybe let's do this one, because this one is rare, like the Heartbreak Strike, and it will give us some. Enemies afflicted with weak will give us less damage for a specific amount of time. So that's always nice, I think, in this context. So let's pick this one.
Interested?
And there's no other way, so we have to go this way. Oh, I missed that shot.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
I mean, with enemies like these, like the chain lighting from Zeus is amazing. Like
you get them all.
It hits them.
The floating skeletons. Oh, nice. Nice. I see that we're becoming slightly stronger, but I'm assuming that the enemies are also going to be like progressively more annoying.
Yeah, not at this point, because it's like the first stage, really. So at this point they're quite okay, but later on, like there's enemies that I've been, like certain boss battles are so tough.
Is that a pomegranate?
It is not. I mean, maybe it is, but it's not what you think it is. It's not like this one will give us an upgrade to our abilities. Like every boon that we have has a specific level. We can like level them up, but the other one, the right one, will bring us to a new character, and I think we should go there. Then maybe.
Good. Yes.
And it's a red spear, so you might have an idea of who it is.
Okay, ready to see the least favorite of children. The the one to which Zeus says, I got an email from everyone and they say they all hate you. You're the worst of my children. You're just like your mother. Everybody hates you. Get out. Get away. And Athena decks him. Yeah. So, wow. So much love for him. And yet.
All right. So,
also, not a lot of temples to him, but
no.
that checks. The cries of battle.
In the name of Hades,
See?
I accept this message.
Even Zagreus says it. This one was bound to show up, I guess. Nobody likes him, but here he is.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it.
Oh,
A fellow
okay.
student of death, you see.
Yeah. So again, it's like a warrior type, like with the swords on his back and the armor, and the red sword that he has. I think it's a sword. Yeah.
Intrigued by the face paint.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do like that he is the weapon that he has, like Native American face paint once again. The sword that he has is the bad boy's sword. That is a coppice, which is a sword that you don't use to thrust, you use it to hack. You can chop off limbs with that. And that was the sword that you would get out when things were getting really dire in battle and you're like, you know, in close combat, then you pull that out and you just chop left and right. Usually a Greek warrior would use a spear first and then like if it comes to that, use a coppice. But like I think that it's very appropriate that the god of war kind of like, you know, terror and all of that is using a weapon that was made to create, you know, to make the match as much damage as possible. Although, why does he have a bird on his chest? Is that a bird on his chest? Kara, what do you think?
Bird.
What is this thing? What is going on?
It looks like a bird.
Once again, we need.
That's not all I've got.
Do we have an ornithologist in the chat?
Yeah.
Somebody's suggesting a raven, perhaps.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Although no birds are really associated with Ares in that I can think of.
Is there an animal
also not many
associated with
animals.
him? Yeah.
I was thinking that, I don't think there is an animal associated with Ares.
I don't think
maybe
so.
angry boars, but that's because of the myth of, you know, Adonis.
Yeah.
But not much. Also, he's okay. I'm happy that he's wearing the skirt.
Yeah.
The armor is okay, and he's not wearing the braces, so that's good. Also, the Corinthian helmet that has like the cheek things, I like bonus points for that. The painted scar on the helmet, a choice, questionable. But yeah, so okay, so it is definitely a corvid of some kind. But yeah, also no evidence of Greek soldiers painting their faces before going to battle. Your face would not be visible. You would be wearing a helmet. And if your helmet came off, then dead. So, you know.
Wait, does he have a helmet? Where's his helmet?
Yes, it's under
And
his
it's,
left arm.
on his
You see
arm,
it?
yeah.
He's tucking it under his arm. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It says the Corinthian helmet. Also, more modern ideas of carrion crows. Yeah, probably. Or like some sort of corvids circling the battle. Could be. I would expect that from Norse gods and not from the Greek ones. Although, once again, not an ornithologist. I don't know what corvids do in Greece during battles. But yeah. Also, fancy hair. Nice side hair. But yeah, what is he giving us?
What is he giving us? So Ares is boons, like most of them inflict doom, which is like extra damage that you can deal an enemy. This one creates a blade rift, which is a slashing metal vortex rapidly deals damage in an area. But I don't like that one as much, the blade rift. I don't think that's that good.
We're good with that.
So I would
trust you.
Either this one or this one does more damage, but only after we take damage, which is maybe a good way. Yeah, let's take this one because
Yeah.
this one is rare. So.
Get it.
And this is, I think, a shop that we can buy at. Like, we can get some. But we don't have that much coin yet. But there's some items that we can buy, like life essence, the Eris bangle.
And the yarn of Ariadne.
The yarn of Ariadne, exactly. Like, they all like have their specific classical names. But maybe we can't buy these ones, and we are quite high on health, so maybe let's just save our coins for something else later.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So let's go
I'm fine
to
with
the
that
next
thing.
one, where we'll find the key.
Let's see.
Apparently.
I was about to say, I should have noticed that before, that some of these gods are ostensibly not white people.
Yeah.
And I'm very pleased.
Exactly, like it's a literal black Athena that you can see.
Yeah, they've.
Oh, I should have taken the health.
Okay, you should have taken the health.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
I'm getting bombed with orbs.
Yeah.
Sir, please. Oh, you crushed it. Okay, that works. But it's refreshing because, like, dude, I mean, gods can look whatever we want. They're not real,
Exactly,
so might as well have them of different colors, right?
And what I think is also interesting, like, it's mostly the Olympian gods who are black or non-white, because like Nyx, he was white, for example.
Yeah.
And I think if we meet him later, Hermes will also be white, because he is like also chthonic. So
fair.
So the chthonic gods tend to be white, and the Olympian gods are black or other non-white colors.
So let's go to the right, because there we'll meet Athena again. She'll give us a boon.
Yeah, sure.
Again.
Yeah. Yes. We stand.
Oh, but we have to kill these two again.
Oh. They're like, oh yeah, our Ptolemaic kings. Things. Bombers. I like that they have like the little satchel on their back with like with these explosive things. Like it doesn't feel dangerous at all. But then again, they're dead, so who cares? Looking nice. Also, it's looking like the built environment does not look Greek, but I'm not gonna complain because it looks very cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's
like
really,
it's more like a general like idea of what death is than specifically something like Greek architecture or something.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I think it works.
They have a very like distinct style. Right,
Kill
so
it with the fire.
That's what you get.
So now we get
There
our
you go.
boon
Goodbye.
of Athena.
The one called Nyx.
Cool.
She is your mother, as I understand?
Yes, hello, cousin slash sister slash aunt.
Spurred to act.
So like
there
here
you
you get the idea. Like we Olympians rarely consort with the chthonic gods, so there's like a very stark difference between the Olympians and the gods of the underworld, which is also one of the main themes. Like you want to get up, you want to go to the surface world, to the Olympians, and you want to leave the other ones behind.
That's cool.
Yeah, usually
awesome.
what we see is that Hermes is the only god who can actually travel between Hades and Olympus and the Earth. So it's interesting that you tell me that he's kind of, in his coloring, represented as a chthonic god. Yeah, and Hecate too. Sure. Yeah. She's a little strange though, because she's not an Olympian.
Yeah, that's true. She's everyone's weird aunt. Also not an aunt. I don't know, not technically, cousin more like. But yeah, also I don't know if you noticed, this Athena has the aegis, but it's like on her hips, like a belt.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I also didn't see.
Yeah,
it.
next time we meet her, she has like a very cool snake-like belt, and then you look better, and there's the Gorgoneion there, so that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go with a divine dash for this one, because I think that one will be best. Every time we dash now, like we will see like the shields around us. Like we will deflect some damage. So that's also a nice way of having her represented in the game, or like her powers and her shield.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what else we're getting. Oh my god, the stupid, the flying things. No. Oh, I see some ionic capitals. That makes me happy. Sometimes I see columns and I'm pleased.
So we got some more darkness.
Yeah, get it. Get the things.
And now in the next one we'll have a centaur heart, which will make us give us a little bit more health.
That works.
Great.
It's always nice.
That works. What other does that count as a spoiler? What other mythological creatures do you meet in this game? Like the ones that you generally see in games and pop culture from ancient Greece. Like, do you meet minotaurs? Do you meet centaurs? Do you meet?
Well, you meet the minotaur. Like Asterios is in the game. Is one of the bosses that you'll fight.
Okay. Oh, so he's called by his name.
Yeah, he's actually called Asterios. Like, he's his own character. It's not like a generic idea of what is a Greek monster. Nice. There's also the Hydra. She's in there. But she's made of bones. Like, she's called the Bone Hydra. She's also one of the bosses. Let me think. Who are the other ones? Medusa is not really. Like, there's a monster who is inspired by Medusa, like his head that shoots these stones at you, and if you get hit by them, you briefly get turned to stone. But it's not actually Medusa, it's more like a Gorgon. More like a Medusa-like character, maybe.
Yeah. Like inspired too. Gain it.
True. Are there any others?
Hey guys, this might be a good stopping point for me. I actually have to go take my cat to the vet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gasp. Oh yeah, we're like at 1 hour, an hour 30 minutes.
Fun.
Yeah.
I probably have to get off here, but
that's fine. Come back whenever you want. And from chat, they say, I hope your cat is okay. Her cat is an old lady, an old grumpy lady.
She's a mess. She has an eye infection, so it's an emergency
poor baby
vet trip. But
well, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Also, chat, we have we say, we're gonna go for an hour, and then we forget because we're talking. So get used to that. Well, thank you for joining us.
This has been awesome. I want to play the game now.
You should.
Yeah, you should. It's great.
I think it's going to be on sale. So keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll come back. I can't wait to see you play again and hear the other folks.
And come back whenever you want. Come back as a lurker. Come back as a guest. We're going to have several other people. So you're always welcome, and we'll figure out how to not be frozen on screen.
Are you still frozen? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can see each other on the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm very into whatever I'm saying.
Kate is emphatic, and I look really peaceful. So.
Okay.
that is how we actually are in general.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks a lot for everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Questions and comments, and we will see you all next Friday for another episode. And the man with the power can now stop the stream.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you.